That has been our position from the beginning. We have told the people we appreciate aid. We needed it and we still need it to an extent, but we need it so that we build capacities not to need it in the near future. That is a standard for us. That's what we say and that's what we do. The other one is whoever gives you aid controls your life. In fact, that's why they want you to stay with aid, so they continue controlling your life. And even threaten, use it as a tool to direct you where they want you to go. They keep threatening, if you don't do this, no, we discussed with the leaders in the East African community, that is Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Burundi, South Sudan, ourselves, and so on. We have a community with it. I remember I was that time East African community chair. We talked about, we could see a lot of flows of used clothes, second-hand clothes. Tons and tons, more in Kenya, more in Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, wherever they were. So I raised an issue in the meeting. I said, and I told some of the countries I know in this community, I said, I know you grow cotton. A lot of cotton is grown in your country, in this country. When are we going to build without adding any value to it? And then we import tons and tons and tons of used clothes. So we agreed, and everybody seemed to, they knew, but they were just reminded. And they said, that's the point. So we agreed we are going to actually make it very costly for people to keep pushing used clothes here so that in the end we develop our textile industries. After a few weeks, in fact, for us, we were not even... So the industry of pushing, they went to these leaders and warned them and said, no, you can't stop.
Who did?
Understand it when I got to the last point.
Okay.
So they said, you must, there's no way you can do without this. So some of the leaders, we had made a decision together, but under pressure differently, leaders gave up that decision to not, and we were, in fact, we were also approached and they were told, you are making a mistake, you can't refuse taking in, otherwise you will be affected. They even warned us that if we insist, we are going to be struck off the beneficiaries of AGOA, African Growth Opportunity Act. Now, for us, before we realized, all the countries who had agreed to take that decision had already given up, and they were already importing used clothes so that they continue benefiting from United States. In the end, we were left alone. We didn't even know. And that time led us to being struck off the AGOA list. The others remained because they accepted. For us, we were struck off the list of